This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 27. This hamburger costs $250? WTF? By Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Finance Daily, the podcast that brings you the best content in personal finance 5 days a week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Dan Warren.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Optimal Finance Daily, where you hear from some of the best personal finance blogs on the planet, and you don't even have to seek out this great advice. I read it right to you here on the podcast. And today, we've got a post from Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. We'll get to that in just a minute. But before I read that post to you, if you find value in this show, reading these blogs to you for free, please take a moment and simply subscribe to the show. And even better, if you share it with a friend or two or family member who might benefit from hearing this financial advice. A subscriber goes a long way in the world of podcasting, so it's greatly appreciated and a really easy and good way for you to show your support for what we're doing here. And with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. This hamburger costs $250. WTF? By Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. This damn hamburger costs $250. $250. Why? And does it really taste 50 times as good as this $5 burger from In-N-Out? Notice our first reaction when we see a $250 burger. Ridiculous. Or only a blank person would buy that. What word did you use? Arrogant, elitist, jackass, dumb? Sure, you could take that approach and insult people who spend a lot on something. That's what most people do. Or you can say, what's really going on here? Who actually buys this? As a general rule, people who spend 100 times more than other people are not stupid. There's something else going on here. Something that almost nobody talks about. A look into the secret world of luxury. Luxury is one of those things that makes us feel happy, sad, angry, and jealous all at the same time. For example, who the hell walks into a Tom Ford store and buys a $6,000 suit on a Wednesday? $6,000 for one suit. Just thinking about spending that much money on clothing makes some people cringe. But notice that if you were given this suit for free, the same suit James Bond wears that fits like a glove, every single one of us would put it on with a huge grin on our faces. I used to think spending this kind of money was completely stupid and irrational. When I'd get on a plane, I'd laugh at the people flying first class. LOL, stupid. They paid 3 times the airfare, but we're all going to the same place. Ha ha. I was an idiot. I never once stopped to ask, hey, I wonder why those people are spending that kind of money. You'll notice that many frugalistas and experts completely dismiss the value of luxury. They see the world as a spreadsheet of dollars and cents that can be optimized and counted and should always be maximized to save as much money as possible. But you and I know that's not how life works. Sure, saving is important, but if you can afford it and you want it, shouldn't you be able to splurge to buy it every once in a while? As I say, spend extravagantly on the things you love, as long as you cut costs mercilessly on the things you don't. Interesting. Now, do you see why we feel so conflicted about luxury? We want it, but at the same time we don't. We see it everywhere, but nobody wants to talk about it publicly. We say certain things are wasteful, but the $10 lunch we bought yesterday seems wasteful to someone who's living on $10 a month and feeding a family of 4. And we're all for luxury until we see how much it actually costs, at which point we instantly label it ridiculous. Am I saying you should immediately go out and buy a $6,000 suit? No. But what I am saying is that it's better to understand what's going on in this luxury world than to immediately write it off as too expensive or stupid. In fact, I've seen my view of luxury change through the years because I've seen it from both sides of the table. One year, I earned only $11,000. I didn't spend a lot on luxury then, but as my income grew, I saw another side. For example, I've written about how I spent $50,000 on luxury services last year. As I started seeing things from both perspectives, I learned to move past the sticker shock of saying, that costs how much? That's insane! And try to understand what's really going on. This week, we're going to look beneath the surface and learn more about this secret world. Who buys this stuff? Why? And from the company's perspective, How can they charge that much? For today, what's the most expensive thing you've ever paid for? I'm curious. What's the most expensive thing you've ever paid for? It could be staying at a nice hotel, eating at a 5-course restaurant for your anniversary, or buying an amazing coat. No judgment here, just pure unadulterated luxury in the comments below. You just listened to the post titled, "This Hamburger Costs $250, WTF?" by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Any comments you have, please share them with us at oldpodcast.com. And real quick before we go, if you want an easy and free way to show your support for this podcast, come join the Optimal Finance Daily family and get some free stuff from us, including a chance to win free books every month. Just text the word financial to 44222 or visit oldpodcast.com and you can join there. Once again, text financial to 44222 and you'll be good to go. And that is 27 episodes down. Tomorrow, we're going to start a 3-day marathon showing how Jacob from Early Retirement Extreme became financially independent and retired at age 33. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from amazing bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.